Hello and welcome back to another video on my channel, this time in English, because it's probably for the most people to understand. It's literally about the way that you can find furniture in those garbage bins from the pack Sustainable Living. So a garbage bin like that is rather cheap. This is in German now, but I imagine that should be rather fine. Just let me check. I actually don't know what that's here. This one, garbage bin, nice guy, 540 simoleons, and I've been fishing stuff out of there you possibly could not imagine. Like I fished out a 10,000 simoleon thing, and it's not just that. You can even find other parts that are here, like electronic parts. Then there's parts that are good for, well, just all those anti-climate change parts. Unfortunately, you need the pack, and you probably rather have something in the fridge, and you just literally dump one or two things in there once in a while, or when it tells you that it's actually empty. And yes, so searching stuff there is actually really nice and fast. And there's another thing I figured out. If you don't repair well, you do have to repair those, but if you only put like the thing anti-thunder on there, then lightning rod or something, then those won't break entirely, but only just yeah, that's just color that he found. But really, I found a computer table, then some artworks, and it's really just furniture range or other decorative items. And if you've got a shower, that's literally all you need, because obviously he'll smell after a while, like after 2 or 3 times, and he'll obviously be in a bad mood. But just have a look what we find there. Okay, that's weird. So I must have been really lucky, or oh well, there it is, a table. Yeah, and you can just save them, or you can actually place them in your world, and you are able to repair them. But you know, when you buy stuff like a gramophone, there you place it into the world, and you are the unfortunate one, and you just press play. Well, the funny thing is, if you place this very broken one in there, obviously you'll be able to repair it, but if you take it again into your inventory, you can still sell it for 290. So even if the condition of that thing that we just gotten is way worse, you can still sell it for the full price. So you could just go ahead and buy a new one, but the unfortunate, like the one we just sold off, you could buy a new one off, and well, you lose money. But this way, you can say broken. Yeah, you practically sell broken stuff back, and for nothing. It's literally just the most cheap thing to do. And if you find very good stuff like computers or expensive tables or expensive chairs, whatever it might be, that's just expensive. I don't know if you can find like this type of machinery in there, but it's really just rather nice, and it's super quick. It's nothing, yeah, it's nothing crazy. Obviously, you can then go and take those parts that you found there and just um, craft more parts for upgrading your stuff or your shower. There was another thing I wanted to say. Oh yes. So obviously, if you start out with not much money, what I always do is I take the cheapest rooms, I assemble them around so that they are expandable. That means you just arrange them around a little. And I mean, if one room is bigger than obviously just go a little in. I could have also put him a little out, but I didn't like the shape. And then whenever you get more money, you expand a little. And well, then I always buy this crafting table, and there you normally go for the cheaper stuff, and you just do that before you just take the cheaper sculpture, because if you do those, you get excellent ones, and you actually get more money than for a while. It's literally just a bar chair, and it's actually rather funny. I haven't used this guy yet, and I haven't tried out the insect farms, and I have though tried out this one. So selling off energy isn't that, it doesn't get you too much money. Though if you live off the grid, you have to remember those machines work after the first night or after a certain while, and they won't be working if there is no such thing as a home. And well, obviously you can save the windows, you just need a door, and those first rooms, they come furnished obviously, and you just change it out from time to time. I do buy this gramophone normally when I've got the money. It's like 1,200 simoleons, and the nice thing is it's like fun 9, so it's going to get you up happy really fast. But as all the machines here, it draws quite a lot of energy. So if you're living off the grid, make sure that you have not too much food in there. Or well, I actually think this is going to run off the grid. Or just make sure you select the again an object filtering that's off the grid, and then you'll have plenty of stuff to choose from. And let me just check. Yeah, those are actually the ones that work off grid. And I'm not quite sure about this one. It gives you one more energy and just a little more expensive, and you put it onto your roof. It's probably not worth it if you have a solid plot. Then I imagine you just put them on the side, and when you're expanding to a certain level that your roof size is like crazy, then you're probably going to go for the sun collectors, so solar panels, and not those turbines. Yes, this one I got. It's called Schreinertisch. Is it like a Dremel table or something? Just lovely stuff, and yeah, you can sell them pretty constantly, and well, crafting there will give you all the knowledge you need to repair and upgrade anything in your household. I mean, it's this one that it gives you so rather funny what you can do with just a little trash and a workstation. So I imagine I have talked a lot of trash already, though I have to say I had problems with this off-the-grid parts when I was starting because they weren't really moving. There wasn't anything noted on this one. Yeah, it's a little irritating, but you do make sure you build this first or don't sell them off because I was like at 54 simoleons. I mean, this is rather fine. I am just like 8 hours in the game and I've been playing an hour on this. And the other time I've been on the Bantu, and I'll do a video on that as well. Because well, I've been grinding myself up in 6 hours or 7 hours up to the highest level possible. And it's quite a funny story how you can steal all that stuff from the Bantu. So I guess thank you very much for watching and see you sometime else.